heard that some women don't reach orgasm when they have sex and they're married. I'm like, the devil is a liar. Some men don't even know what their wives like in terms of sex. They don't know her G-spots. They've never had sex for her to enjoy it. It's just them. Do you know that God is not happy with you, my brother, if your wife is not sexually fulfilled? How can you pray? How can you go before God when your wife doesn't reach orgasm? Now,
hello everyone, today we're having a special guest, no other person than Adeola. We're going to be asking the questions. Does it feel right for a man to marry a woman who does not know how to cook? Or does it feel right for a woman to marry a jobless man? If you want to know more details about these stories, please stay tuned. We'll be right back to give you full gist about what is right. We are in the second wave of the COVID-19. You know, the pandemic is spreading really fast, and this is the second lockdown. Many couples really don't know what to use their self-isolation for, because to me, I think it's a platform whereby people come together to understand, because since they are going to be spending quality time, they need to restructure themselves. But over to you, Adeola, what do you think about these self-isolations, you know, being with your man or your wife at home? A lot of people don't know about what is marriage and what it takes to be a couple. To you, Adeola, what do you understand about marriage and what's marriage to you?
marriage as I know it, again, this is my opinion, marriage as I know it is supposed to be a partnership. Two becoming one, two people becoming one. You become a team and you're both working together for the benefit of your team. It's just like they do in any sport. You always put your team above any other team. You don't compare somebody else's wife or husband with yours, because that's your teammate. You know, neither of you sees the other one as less in value or in any aspect. Where there is true love, it's never about one person. Both of you are trying to take care of each other. You're trying to take care of each other's needs. Physically, you want to make sure that your partner is healthy, that they are not sick, that they are in good shape. You don't want to wait for them to have pot belly before you start exercising together, because you want them to be around for a long time, so you can enjoy each other for a long time, your children can enjoy you for a long time, and also you want to meet their needs sexually. You know, I've heard that some women don't reach orgasm when they have sex and they're married. I'm like, the devil is a liar. Some men don't even know what their wives like in terms of sex. They don't know her G-spots. They've never had sex for her to enjoy it. It's just them. Do you know that God is not happy with you, my brother, if your wife is not sexually fulfilled? How can you pray? How can you go before God when your wife doesn't reach orgasm? Now, when you're a team, you want to make sure that you meet each other's needs. And even food-wise, you're trying to feed each other. You don't see anything as one person's job. In fact, cooking together doesn't just make you closer as a couple. It can be a really sexy time together, okay? House cleaning as well. When you see something is dirty, you don't wait for the other person to clean it up. You both clean up dishes. You both clean up after yourselves. You know, I visited a couple one time and there were clothes everywhere on the couch. And as soon as I go in, the husband started complaining that the wife is not cleaning the house. Me, I was just looking at him like, Oga, don't you also live here? As in, no, for real. He could have just picked the clothes, you know, but no, it had to be the woman. Raising children as well. You do it together. Making sure that you both create memories with your children, knowing fully well that soon they will grow up and leave. And professionally, true love wants his or her partner to achieve their dreams in life. Marriage is never supposed to be an end to anybody's dreams. When you love someone, you want them to be all that they're created to be. There's nothing wrong in a woman supporting her husband's dreams, but it should never be one way. It's supposed to be vice versa as well. Like he supports her dreams and she supports his dreams. They both support each other's dreams because they both have gifts and talents that would benefit the world. And this is why I think you need to know why you want to get married before you get married. Because marriage is not just about food. Some people just need a house help. It doesn't mean that they are ready for marriage. And some people just need a sugar daddy or somebody that will be giving them money. It doesn't mean that such a woman is ready to be married. So that is the preamble.
Now, over to the first question. Should a man marry to a woman that does not know how to cook? I want you to please really illustrate about it.
My dear brothers, please move closer. I'm saying this with huge respect, huge esteem for you. Please learn how to cook. I'll give you 4 reasons. Number 1, cooking is a skill that can open so many doors for you. It is only in some parts of the world that cooking is looked at as a woman's job. In Nigeria, where I'm from, I know some male chefs who are making huge money, killer money, because of their cooking skills. And some of them have their own TV shows because they know how to cook further. One of my favorite YouTubers, by the way, is Franklin. Make sure that you guys check him out. He has cooking videos with hundreds of thousands of views. This brother knows how to cook. He does other videos, by the way, so that when you go on his page and you don't see cooking up front, he has other videos besides cooking, but he cooks real good. Knowing how to cook, my brother, it will prevent you from marrying the wrong person just because she knows how to cook. I know guys who married the wrong person because she was the one cooking for them on campus. So she assumed that they were in a relationship. He didn't really mean it, but he had no choice. In fact, knowing how to cook for yourself, my brother, enables you to marry someone that you love for who she is, whether she knows how to cook or not. It also makes it easy for you to marry someone from a different ethnic group or a different nationality. You don't feel like you have to marry someone from your place just so that you can eat the food that you grew up eating, because you know how to make it by yourself. So you make the food from your own culture, she makes the food from her own culture, you teach each other how to make the foods from your cultures. You know, that even makes marriage so much fun. Number 3 reason why I think men should know how to cook is because it will enable you to survive anywhere you find yourself. If you're planning on traveling abroad, by the way, and you don't know how to cook, I'm so sorry, but you are going to suffer. You will suffer for it because food is different in different parts of the world. It's not like something that you see in movies or you see the pictures. It doesn't always taste good. Sometimes some Oyibo food like this, they look good on paper, but when you taste it, you'll be like, where is the salt? Oh, just so you know, Oyibo people don't generally use Maggi, bouillon cube. I'm not saying that Maggi is good for you or not. I'm just saying if you are used to Maggi, but knowing how to cook makes you independent. That's what I'm trying to say, because trust me, you will miss home food. Knowing how to cook ensures that you don't go hungry or eat just anything, because that is all you have at the cafeteria. In fact, when a man knows how to cook, for that, sometimes they even cook better than some women. Now, the 4th and last reason is women love men who know how to cook and clean. For that, it is sexier than 6-pack. Most women know how to cook, but a woman wants to know that her helpmate, as the Bible calls it, is truly a helpmate. Nobody wants to marry a husband that would make her cook when she's sick. And do you know that some men do that? A woman appreciates a husband that can surprise her once in a while with breakfast in bed or dinner sets before she comes back. Such a brother can never do wrong. He can never do wrong. Some women, when they are pregnant, they can't stand the smell of raw fish or meat or just aroma of the kitchen in general. And trust me, you don't want a woman throwing up in your kitchen when she's pregnant and she's trying to cook for you simply because you cannot cook at all. But do you know that some men actually do that? So yes, women love a man that can take care of himself. It shows that he's an adult, that he's not a kid. Women love a man that can clean after himself and put down the toilet seat. You know, some men don't know how to wash the toilet and they poop in that toilet. In fact, they poop more than everybody else because they eat more than everybody else. When a man knows how to cook, I have a different respect for you on another level. Like, I just respect men who know how to cook. It doesn't even matter if you don't know how to cook a lot of things. So long as you can mix things together and something can come out that is edible, you have my respect. And for the really spiritual brothers that would want to quote the Bible, I got you. There's no Bible verse that says that the woman should be the only one cooking. So you understand? So many men in the Bible cooked. Abraham cooked, Isaac cooked, Esau cooked. In fact, Jacob's cooking was so good that his brother said, that's it, I agree. You are the firstborn. The cook that fed Daniel and his friends vegetables for 10 days in the Bible is male. The Bible referred to him as a he. The disciples were the ones that prepared the Lord's Supper. Even in his parables, Jesus talked about a man preparing a banquet. And if you truly love your wife as Jesus loved the church, to the point where he was willing to die for the church, but you cannot enter the kitchen. I have never understood that kind of love. That's just...
Okay, Adeola, let me ask you this question. Should a woman marry a jobless man? Or a man that does not have a job? Let me not choose a jobless man.
Please, my sister, do not marry someone just because he has a good job. Make sure you love him, and do not turn down someone that you love, someone who treats you right, just because he doesn't have a good job at the moment. So long as he's not lazy. If he's not lazy and he's doing everything to get a good job or build his own business. I've seen a lot of women who marry the wrong person because of money. I've also seen men who share how they had nothing when they got married, but today they are well-to-do. I'm not saying that you should marry someone that has no job. I'm saying marry someone that is not lazy. If he or she is not lazy and there is true love, it will work out. And notice that I use he or she. That's because this actually doesn't apply to men alone. It applies to women as well. My dear sisters, it is very important for you to learn how to make money on your own, and how to save money, and how to invest money. My sisters, please don't marry someone because you expect him to be your money bag. I'm not saying that you shouldn't marry someone that is rich if you're in love, if you're both in love, but don't go into a marriage with the mindset of being a liability for somebody else. Before I go on, I know that some women will take off time from work to raise their kids. That's not what I'm talking about. That is by choice. I'm talking about ladies that do not contribute at all financially. That is what we call a liability. And I'm not abusing anybody, oh please, I'm not abusing anybody, by the way. But a liability is anything that takes money out of the account but never deposits money into the account. Make yourself an asset, my sister. An asset is anything that puts money into the account. If your parents spent money to educate you, and you know some of you, your parents suffered, why are you not using it for something? Don't spend 4 years in school to get an education just to expect somebody else to take all the responsibility of taking care of you. And some women can be high maintenance. How about, it's not fair. You have gifts, you have talents. I'm tired of seeing ladies get married and bury their dreams. God made you special, and someday he would ask you about all the gifts and talents that he gave you. It's not just about you making money, by the way. It's really about using your gifts and talents for the betterment of mankind. You never know who is waiting for you to step into your destiny, which would directly or indirectly affect their own lives. So please don't go to the grave with your dreams. Also, you must learn to make money, because having financial freedom is very important, my dear sisters, because anything can happen at any time. I'm not praying that your husband loses his job, but if that should happen, my sister, can you take care of your family at least for some months while he's looking for another job? Can you save your husband from the embarrassment of not having a job until he gets back on his feet? You know, that period when things are tight financially and there is no alternative in terms of source of income because one person is the only one working. That time is the cause of so many problems in so many marriages. And we know that life is not straight and smooth. Every couple goes through a tough time. Having an alternative source of income helps a couple to navigate through the tough times. It's like having a spare tire in your car. At least you know that you can use that to drive away from dangerous roadside, maybe in the middle of the night, until you get to the mechanic where the flat tire will be fixed. If a car needs extra tire, every couple needs an alternative source of income. It is the same thing with cooking and other things as well, because at some point the other person will get
do you know there are some men who does not want their women to work? Maybe basically because insecurity reasons, or because of authoritarian reasons. Now, my question to you, Adeola, what do you have to say about these men who does not create a platform for their women to excel or to work?
Beware of guys who feel threatened with their wives making money. You know, there are some men that are so insecure that they believe that if a woman is making her own money, that she will disrespect them. They want to be the only one making all the money and making all the decisions in the house. So they try everything to keep her down. May you never marry such a guy. Amen, my sister. Because if you do, you will never be all that you were created to be, so long as you're with this person, unless they change. So for my brothers, I just want to say that letting your wife work and make money does not reduce who you are. It actually adds to who you are. You'll be able to afford better lifestyle. It is very dangerous, my brother, for you to be the only one that is working, for you to be the sole provider. Because if you suddenly lose your job, you will all suffer. All of you will suffer. And you know, God forbid, if you should die and your wife is not used to making money, your children may suffer. If your wife makes more money than you do, it doesn't reduce your size. As long as you know you are a team, nothing is permanent. A man can make more money today and then the woman gets promoted and she makes more more money. People get promoted, people get laid off. She could be laid off. You know what I mean? You need all the income that you can get as a family, and nobody needs to know who's making more money. So please stop assuming that a woman would disrespect you if she makes her own money. If anything, you want to make sure that she's set, that she can survive.
Briefly, I want you to tell me
when you're gone.
Briefly, what can you tell us about your lifestyle, about your marriage, and using it as a medium to advocate or educate the viewers?
And this is where I want to thank my amazing husband. Oh shit! He is just way too amazing. I could not be who I am today without my husband. Like, he is my biggest supporter. He's my biggest cheerleader. He believes in me more than I believe in myself. He tells me you can do this, and I'm like, I don't know, you think? That's how it should be in a marriage. Ooh, I love you, Victor! In case you are watching this. Before we got married, we talked at length about each other's dreams and how we would help each other achieve our dreams. Do you know that he never once asked me whether I knew how to cook? Like, for real. But do you know the funny thing? I was the one that asked him. I asked him if he knew how to cook. He said no. I said, my dear, I really like you, but if we are going to get married, you must know how to cook. I said, of course I want to be with you. You know I like you, like I really do. And I want us to build a life together. But I cannot be the only one cooking for the rest of our lives. I will not marry you to be your house help. I didn't say it as an insult. No, I was just being honest. And do you know that he learned how to cook? That's how much he loves me. Victor watched YouTube video to learn how to make jollof rice. Oh God, I can't do anything for my husband. Oh Father, I can't do anything for my husband. We have so much fun cooking together, by the way. And I still do most of the cooking because I'm really good. I'm a really good cook, okay? Like, for real, I am. But I never have to worry about him when I travel or when I'm sick.
I would sincerely appreciate your time with us. And what is your advice to the general public? And let's say the women that are watching us right now.
Now to the ladies, please learn how to cook. It's for your own good. It will save you a lot of money. You can use that to win not just a guy's heart, but his family's heart. It shows that you can take care of yourself and your children when you have them. And don't just learn how to cook. Learn how to cook in bulk so that you can stock up food in the freezer that would last you and your family for weeks, so that you don't have to cook every day. This is hard for those that don't have stable electricity, I understand. But if you have stable electricity, cook in bulk, my sister. It will save you a lot of headache. But you know, more importantly, my sisters, please teach your sons how to cook and clean. It will enable them to live a good life when you are not with them. If your son should move to another part of the country for school or for NYSC, or he moves to another part of the world, you won't have to worry about them so much because you know that they can take care of themselves. If you don't teach your sons how to cook and you don't have any female child, does that mean that you will be the only one cooking for the whole family until they grow old enough to leave your house? That is not good, and it's not fair to you, because if you fall sick, they will suffer. So if women can teach their sons how to cook and clean, by the way, we won't have to experience a lot of the domestic abuse that we see happening today. I know of Nigerian couples, by the way, that the wife didn't know how to cook and they made it work and they lived happily. I'm talking about elderly couples, actually. So please use this time of self-isolation to learn more about money management, how to save money, how to invest. And my brothers and my sisters, please use this time of self-isolation to also learn how to boil rice. Learn how to boil rice.
Okay, thank you very much. We really appreciate your time with us today. And even me myself, I learned a lot from your opinions and your thoughts, and I really do appreciate your quality time with us.
Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. You are amazing. Don't forget to share this video if you like it and let me know what you think in the comment section below. Alright guys, peace out.
Alright, thank you. We come to the end of today's program. If it is your first time coming across our YouTube channel, please kindly subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, why not give us a thumbs up and drop your comment below for we to know your thoughts about this particular program. About our guest, she's also a YouTuber. I'm going to be putting our descriptions below, or kindly, this is our YouTube channel. You can visit our YouTube, and she has a lot of amazing programs that is already waiting for you in our platform. Alright, this is Preamble TV. Until we meet again, peace out. Do not forget to visit our YouTube channel. We have a lot of amazing programs that is already waiting for you, because every Saturday it is very necessary that we upload a new video about relationship. In the midweek we will come about any program. Alright, until we meet again, peace out.